My bad, I was just checking if they reverted movement in Fortnite yet. I simply don't care if I get any hate for this video, because I just want to make my opinion on movement in Fortnite. I thought I'd let the dust settle before I made this video, so Chapter 5 came out, and when it launched, the biggest complaint was Fortnite's movement. It seemed like everyone was rushing to Twitter to see if Fortnite bugged movement. In fact, they didn't. Hypex put out a tweet saying it was the new movement, and the developer that led the team for it retweeted it with his own little caption, and he became public enemy #1 of the Fortnite community. Now this behavior is pretty outlandish. I mean, if you want to tag Fortnite and you want to trash on them for the new Fortnite movement, that's fine, but doxing and sending death threats to the person that led the team for this, just wrong. Not only did Fortnite make a terrible decision to change Fortnite movement, which has been the same and has been fine for the past 6 years, they did it at the worst time. They did it right when Fortnite OG came to an end. They had all of their original player base that came back to the game and were willing to try Chapter 5. They're greeted with this movement mechanic that feels slow and sluggish. I get it, it's now the same speed as the original animation. Just the way that the character animations operate, it just feels like you're sliding on ice. I get that Fortnite needs to evolve, don't get me wrong. The loot pool needs to change, the maps need to change, metas need to change. I completely understand that. Something that's been in the game for the past 6 years. Why change that? I feel like the two biggest things that are part of a shooter game would be movement and your mechanics. You change up the movement speed of any video game, it drastically will impact players. And with Fortnite having a mechanic of building, if you change building, it will drastically impact players, and they go hand in hand. If you nerf turbo building, it'll impact movement. If you nerf movement, it will impact building. It goes vice versa. And please don't make a comment saying, oh, what about sprinting? What about mantling? These were things that added on to the core element of movement. They didn't completely change it. And for the people that want to make the comment, oh, adapt to change. What if the NFL mandated that all football fields were played on straight concrete? Or what if Minecraft decided that the game was now permanently in third person? How do you think players and fan bases would feel about that? That's the change that Fortnite made. And the interesting thing is the movement is not completely thrown out of the game. Yes, it's been moved in to save the world, but if you go into creative and you open up a pump shotgun or an AR, it still has the old movement. If you go into Fortnite Festival, it still has the old movement. So it hasn't just disappeared out of Fortnite, it's still in the game. It's just a matter of if they're going to bring it back in some sort of way. And for the minority that actually enjoys the new Fortnite movement, here is my solution to appease to everyone. If they kept the new movement, if it had the same speed, hitbox, and everything as the original movement, what if Fortnite added it as an option in the settings menu to go from legacy movement to new movement? If players are playing on the new movement, the only thing it's impacting is the animations they see on their screen. And on a side note, I feel like the new movement mechanics could potentially be performance taxing. The reason I say this is because the new animations use a lot of new procedural animation blending, which could potentially take more processing for your computer. So people with lower NPCs might have a performance boost if they played with the original movement setting. That's kind of my solution, how they can bring old Fortnite movement back. When I make these videos, I try to appeal to both sides. This way, if people like the new movement, they could play with it, and for the majority that like the old movement, they still get to play with it. Once again, I'm not really sure why they did this. People are saying it's to make the game more realistic, but we're playing a cartoon-based video game where you can crank 90s to the moon. And until the day comes where I wake up to enjoy my morning cup of coffee, and I look outside and somebody is cranking 90s in my backyard, that'll be the day I call Fortnite realistic. But that's all I have to say on the new Fortnite movement. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, and if you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you want them to revert movement, if you want them to add it as a setting. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.